Great. What's been your kind of overall impression for the first week of camp here?
Yeah, it's been super good. I think one of the main things we're emphasizing is how competitive stamina as an offense. Every single day, having the will to keep attacking, keep growing as an offense every single day, and relying on your brothers. Coaches are doing a great job putting us in positions to succeed. Everyone's doing a really good job, but you got to keep getting better.
It's a nice, impressive catch one-handed catch from Jalen today.
Yeah.
What stood out about him today?
Yeah, I think all the wide receivers are doing a really good job. But on that specific play, Jalen ran a great route, got separation, and just gave him a ball. It's a big emphasis on third down. That's the money you got, or the down you got to go make plays. Wideouts did a great job all day, and the O-line did a great job protecting.
What have you noticed in working with Davey Moore just early on here? It's obviously a lot for freshmen to come in and just learn all the different route concepts, I'm sure.
Yeah, Hayden's done a phenomenal job. From January, you could just tell he had, something about him that was a little bit different. His mindset, how he carries himself every single day, comes in and works. And he's always asking questions, which I love. When it's something he messed up on or something he did a really good job on, he's going to come straight to me, come to the coaches and ask, what he could do better. And I think when you have a freshman like that, it's super special.
BJ was talking about just the challenge this defense is giving you guys. How do you feel like they're making you better?
Yeah, they're doing a ton of different things defensively. Coach Collins is doing a great job, challenging me with looks. The receivers, the O-line give us a ton of different fronts, all that sort of thing. So they're doing a good job, and then people are making plays on the defensive side as well. So, it's been really competitive.
How tough is it going against those defensive ends?
Yeah, really, really tough. Anthony, T.J. Carter, Jackson Howard, all those guys over there are making a lot of plays. They get around the edge, do a great job disrupting, but also our O-line is doing a phenomenal job. So I think it's credit to them, and just it's going back and forth, which is I think what you want to see in fall camp. Offense making plays, defense making plays. It's a good sign.
Drake, one of the hardest things for a young quarterback to learn is working through your progressions, you have the second and third options. Tell me your process of learning that.
Yeah, I think you got to have a pre-snap thought process every single play. Understand the coverage, understand what's going on with the scheme, understand your issues within, if you get pressure to the side, knowing where you need to get with the ball. But I think it takes time. I think as a freshman, you learn those things, and I was super fortunate to learn from Max. He was really good at that, getting through his progressions, getting to his check down, knowing when the play was messed up to get to his check down, all those sorts of things. There's so much elements to playing the position of quarterback, and I got to learn from Max, which helped me a ton. And I'm attempting to help the quarterback room with those things. What Max taught me, getting that to the quarterback room, because there were so many things he did for me, and I think it would be a dishonor if I didn't get that to the other quarterbacks.
You had a number of big plays throughout practice. How do you feel like this year's fall camp is different for you than a year ago?
Yeah, I think you just consistently get better, but I think I've obviously gotten older, wiser, understand defenses a lot better, but also, when you have returning starters up front, a lot of wideouts, familiar faces, new guys that are making a ton of plays, got the same OC back, same head coach, all those kind of things kind of mix into it. They always have your back and they allow you to be yourself, which I think is a true credit to our coaching staff and everybody around me. They're letting me be me, and it's really building up our offense, I feel like.
What have those freshman running backs shown you?
Yeah, a ton. I told Coach Fleck, I think this is the best freshman class I've seen since I've been here from top to bottom. It's so heavy from top to bottom depth, which is awesome to see. I think the coaches have done a tremendous job, and the freshmen, all the portal guys, the players have done a great job making them mesh with us. This team is super, super close, and we keep getting closer every single day throughout camp. So it's been a real fun job. But the running backs are doing a phenomenal job.
How's that playing behind a veteran offensive line and pretty stable in terms of who's going to start?
Yeah, it's big time. I think the best thing is the communication. Whether it's third down, first and second down, but it's been really, really good. Having Ashton Beers, Greg Johnson, Nathan Roy, Tony, all those guys up front has been awesome. And the communication is my favorite part because everyone's in alignment, and that's getting to the wideouts, tight ends, running back. Everyone's seeing the same thing. The coaches are doing a great job, giving us the why. Why are we doing this? Why are we getting into that play? Which I think is, a credit to them.
You just talked about the importance of having an explosive offense. What specifically do you feel like you guys are doing to kind of take the top off a little bit?
Yeah, I think we're doing a really good job in the run game. I think the O-line is doing a phenomenal job. Running backs hitting the hole, wideouts are blocking at a really high clip. And I think when you're able to run the ball, it opens everything up. That's been a big emphasis for us this offseason, being able to establish the run. Also being able to pass the ball. We got to be a balanced attack. do what's necessary to win football games. So just keep building on that.
We saw Roman Voss mix in here. What have your impressions of him been so far?
Yeah, he's a great kid. He fits in the locker room awesome. Just cool, really cool guy to be around. And I think he does so many different things well. Obviously, y'all saw him in the short yardage. Getting in there, quarterback and running the ball. He can play wide out. He can play tight end. He can just do so many different things because of his athleticism, and I think he's going to be a big addition this year.
Are you giving him any pointers on those end zone throws?
Yeah, just a little bit. We'll keep helping him out.
Yeah.
Any more for Drake? All right.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Jalen, you and your quarterback really were in sync today. Tell me about the progression. Tell me, is it the next level this year? Because short, long, you guys just were communicating really well, almost instinctively out there.
I think just the game slowing down, having more experience, us being aligned on the same page, and just executing offense. We get the call. It's our job as players to go execute. And like I said, the game's just moving slower, so it's easier to execute. The details are at a high level, so that's what allows that stuff to happen here.
Seems like they're really emphasizing the deep passes today. Make practice a lot more fun.
Yeah, we got to be able to push the ball downfield. If you want to be an explosive offense, you got to make those plays. It all complements each other, not only the pass game, the run game as well. So being able to make those plays, push the ball downfield. You got a chance to see Aidan make 2 really big plays. That stuff is what's going to make this offense go. So yeah, super fun for sure as a wideout. Yeah.
What do you think's helped Hayden adjust quickly and just learn everything he needs to see in action?
Yeah, his mentality, the way he goes about his business. Even the first day he was here, he was just very focused on what he wanted to achieve. In the spring, he would stay after late at night watching film in the film room. He's very matter of fact about what he has to do to get better. He attacks everything. He's a competitor, and then on top of that, he's just a dog on the field. He makes plays, but the mentality is what really drives him and puts him in a position to be where he's at right now.
Walk us through your one-handed catch.
Yeah, I'm an inside fade route. My job is to make that play. Drake put a perfect ball. There's no other place the ball could have been. It's easy for me when he puts the ball right there to make that play. So credit to Drake completely, yeah.
I think one of your best catches was the contested ball on the sideline. It was a short pass. So mentally going into that, is that just concentration on the ball?
Yeah, just focus. As a receiver, you do a lot of things to make sure that your concentration is at all time, high level when you're playing. So just resorting back to my ball drills, what I'm doing, focusing on my eyes, catching the ball all the way in and making that play, having strong hands. So just going back to my training and what I prepared for beforehand to be able to make that play, the focus.
How has Isaac Furtick made a difference with wide receiver corps this year?
It's immense. I could sit here and talk about Coach Frickty on a lot of different things. He is an amazing coach. Truly, I'm not just saying that because he's here and I have to give credit to him. He's truly an amazing coach. The way that he teaches the wideout room, it helps us all go out there and execute. And I think you see that in the way that we have multiple different guys that are making plays. It's not just guys that have been here and know what they're doing. It's guys that just got here. And they've been able to get accustomed to our system because of Coach Frickty, because of the work that he's put in, the time, the effort. Not only just him, but Spence, Foss, those guys put in a lot of effort for us, and it shows on the field for sure.
Sorry, coaching up some of the guys, later on some of the younger wide receivers. How do you kind of a more of a leader, you feel like?
Yeah, my leadership has been challenged in a lot of ways, and it's been new for me to be in that position, but I think the brotherhood of it is what allows you to lead in those moments. When those younger guys, when I have a conversation with those younger guys and they tell me that they look up to me, it drives me to be a better leader, So waking up every day, coming into the facility with the mentality that I'm not only working to better myself, but to better my brothers, that's what helps me become a better leader and help those younger guys for sure.
Drake looked particularly sharp this practice. How have you seen him develop and grow in year 2 here?
I think just his decision making and his detail oriented process has helped him execute at a high level. Drake's extremely talented and he's a very smart football player. So, I think I talked about the game slowing down for me. At the quarterback position, everything is moving fast, but I think him just being able to focus on what he needs to focus on has been allowing him to play at a high level. And he's a baller at the end of the day, so he's going to do what he does. Plays at a high level.
So Aiden, what's the mental preparation for playing nickel, deep, up at the line? How do you prepare yourself practice-wise and game-wise for the possibility of playing multiple positions?
Within the program, we're very just big on preparation. So you always have a fail-safe, and even there's always ways and different things that you can go about to prepare for these different situations. So I don't really see it as a big task. It's just next man up, do what you got to do. 1-0 every day, 1% better every day, and that's the mentality I go about playing all the different positions.
What's been your impression of Aidan West, your spring ball and through the starting camp?
He's definitely developed a lot. He's a great teammate, great man skills, great with leadership, shows up, responds, and that's what we ask for. He delivers.
Aidan, Coach Fleck was talking about the connection of the team and just how connected all the position groups were. How much have you seen the team just kind of grow and connect over the first few days of camp already?
It's in honestly an exponential amount. Everybody's just a band of brothers. We all are aligned. We all have the same mindset, and it's very difficult within college football to get everybody like that. But we have that, and it's something special, and it's only going up from here.
Having faced them for a few practices now, what's impressing you about the depth at that wide receiver?
Everything. Freshmen show up, older guys leading the freshmen. The leadership role has skyrocketed, and everybody wants to get better and everybody wants to grow. And at the end of the day, we're still on the same team, so pat on the butt, and just competing with one another and just getting better.
Any of those young guys especially impressed you?
Oh yeah, honestly, a lot of them definitely do. Hayden Moore, Quay, they're all go-getters. They're all wanting to be better, and you can tell every time you face up across from them.
You've been around here for a while. What's different about this year's team?
As he said over here, the connectivity it's very special. It's something that you can't find everywhere, and it's something that you just want to be a part of, and you can feel it every time you step into the building. No matter the circumstance, everybody just responds. Everybody's want to know about anything, and that's the mentality that we've been going through the entirety of camp, summer, spring, everything. So that's definitely that. Yeah.
Something also play from Zach Harden today. What have you seen from him outside of that this
Oh,
week?
he's been amazing. He's been amazing. Very IQ savvy player. He's very eager to learn. Asks a lot of questions in the meeting room. Good toughness, +3 mentality, and yeah, he's honestly a gem. Yeah.